Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Sunday morning. Who's taking care of our kids? Well, with us today is Lynn Shaw, also known as Lynn's Warriors, and the whole country, the whole world, she's worried about our kids. Lynn, give us an update. What are you doing this week?
John, let me tell you something. First of all, we got to say, wake up, America. Silicon Valley has ruined our education system in the United States. Now, let me explain this. John, in the calendar year 2024, $30 billion, let me repeat that, $30 billion was spent on putting screens into the classrooms. That's laptops, that's the Chromebooks, in all of the classrooms pretty much across America. John, $30 billion. Yet, we now have the studies coming out, and we're seeing something that should stop us cold. We're going to talk about AI, your favorite subject, artificial intelligence. But what happened when these screens went into the classrooms, reading scores down, math scores down, but attention, cognitive attention, collapsing. So we were told putting screens, we were told by Silicon Valley, all these big, great tech people, you know what, it will revolutionize education. It will help teachers, it will help the kids, it will help the parents, and it will empower students. Sounds great, doesn't it? But what did it do? It engineered distraction at scale, and we're paying the price now, especially our kids, Gen Z, born in 1997. So they're basically like 29 and under. So now, just now, 2026, we're realizing what has happened. Where's everybody been, John? We're introducing now artificial intelligence. Have we learned nothing from all of this we're talking about? So the question is simple. Did we spend $30 billion in one calendar year making things worse? And are we about to double down? Because $30 billion, and we're slated in the next 5 years to spend $60 billion a year, screens in the classrooms, but now we've got AI. So what are we going to do about all this? Look, the $30 billion actually represents a shift from books to screens. The idea was access equals the kids are going to do better, they're going to improve. But access without structure, without some guardrails on these screens creates distraction, not learning. And most kids are in the classrooms not using the screens academically. It's about 90% are doing other distractions, gaming and surfing, TikTok and all that stuff. So what we are seeing, we talk about it all the time, declines in student performance. Every state, K through 12, is faltering. Nobody is up to par in reading, math. But attention metrics, now this is the scary part, and a new study came out, it's great, by Dr. Horvath, that Gen Z is less cognitive than the millennials. So the group of kids, people before them, this is the first time in history this has happened, John. So we know screen life is affecting the learning. So screens are fragmenting attention. We know this, kids are swiping. The attention breaks, memory breaks. When memory breaks, it's very simple. Learning collapses. So distraction. So this is a major one. So what are we talking about? We're talking about cognitive offloading. It's very dangerous. Again, I always say our future American adults and leaders. So when kids stop thinking for themselves and rely on tools such as AI that'll be infiltrating shortly and is already into the classrooms, again, without a lot of parental consent, this will weaken even further the reasoning, critical analysis, critical problem solving, and independence. So what are we going to do about all this? We're going to say, first of all, AI is dangerous, yet kids are struggling more than ever. That's the rallying cry. And we always feel like the brain adapts. It's not adapting with this new AI and all this technology. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. So what are we going to do? Less screen time. We always say this to you. Ask your child's school how technology is being used, especially AI. Get in there. You're the parent. You have to know what's going on. Set boundaries around screen time at home. Encourage reading. Get back to a hardcover book. You go to the bookstore, you buy a book, you read it, you talk about it at the dinner table. Writing. Get your kids to write. Deep thinking. Get kids to ask questions. They're not asking questions anymore. They're just accepting this technology that the machine, that the AI will give them the answer. And also be cautious about AI tools. They're here to stay. We're not going to get rid of them. We are pro-technology, but we want guardrails. We want
Somebody
AI,
the other night was talking about newspapers are getting less and less, and there's nobody reading newspapers anymore.
Well, John, that's been gone for a while. I mean, the days of everybody was clamoring in the street corner to buy the Post or whatever paper you're buying. You're on the subway and people leave it for the next person to read. That's been gone. This Gen Z, which is 1997 born, okay? These kids, they don't know from a newspaper. They didn't grow up with that. You know, they're in the digital bubble that was thrown at them and thrown at the parents and thrown at society. Newspapers are done. The kids get their news mostly from TikTok and YouTube. That's where kids, young people get their news. So we have to say, is all of this, it's very simple. Did all of this technology, did it make it worse or did it make it better for our kids? And we can all say it made it worse. And AI is here. So this is the problem right now. So remember, technology is shaping the future, but it's up to us as Americans to decide whether it strengthens our kids or weakens them. And AI must work for us. We don't work for AI. So we're demanding accountability, question the system, protect the kids, and empower your kids to ask questions. And that's what we have this week to talk about, artificial intelligence.
Lynn
Stay
Shaw.
alert, be aware. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And LynnsWarriors.org.
That's it, LynnsWarriors.org.
Thank you so much, and we'll be seeing you real soon again.
Thank you, John.